Welcome to a walk through Luke. Today we're looking at Luke chapter 1, verses 5 through 9. Let's read this together. In the days of Herod, king of Judea, there was a priest named Zechariah of the division of Abijah. He had a wife from the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. They were both righteous before God, walking blamelessly in all the commandments and statutes of the Lord. But they had no child, because Elizabeth was barren, and both were advanced in years. Now, while he was serving as priest before God, when his division was on duty, according to the custom of the priesthood, he was chosen by lot to enter the temple of the Lord and burn incense. Let's unpack these few verses. Luke gives us remarkable details here. Zechariah and Elizabeth are described as righteous and blameless. These are a rare distinction to be made. To be called blameless meant they faithfully obeyed God's commands over a lifetime. That's 613 laws under the Mosaic Code. This is no small feat, and Luke is showing us two people of extraordinary integrity and devotion. But notice the tension. Despite their blamelessness, they had no children, and in their culture, barrenness carried deep shame, especially for a priest's family. As part of God's promise in Genesis chapter 22:17, he would make them as numerous as the sands of the sea. Now imagine the stigma, real or imagined, that Elizabeth carried. And despite this, they kept walking blamelessly before God. Next, Luke says Zechariah was serving in the temple when his division was on duty. So the priesthood was divided into 24 groups, each serving 2 weeks a year. Now, entering the temple itself was an honor few ever experienced. Some priests served for decades without ever going inside. Priests began service at the age of 30, and they retired at 50. So since Luke says Zechariah was advanced in years, he was likely near the end of that window. And yet, this was the moment. After years of quiet devotion, his lot was randomly chosen. Imagine the scene, walking into the temple, a chamber overlaid with gold with some 60-foot-high ceilings, the table of the showbread, the golden lampstand to their sides, and before him the great curtain separating the Holy of Holies, stretching from ceiling to floor. In front of him, the altar of incense situated right before the curtain. This was likely the most sacred and awe-inspiring moment of Zechariah's priestly life. And once chosen for this duty, a priest could never be chosen again. So here's what we can take away from this. You may have served God faithfully for years without seeing what feels like big results. But your faithfulness is not unnoticed. God sees it all, and Zechariah and Elizabeth's story reminds us that delay is not denial. Don't assume your best years are behind you. God called Abraham and Sarah in their 90s. He called Moses at the age of 80. Zechariah and Elizabeth's greatest calling came when they were advanced in years. So keep walking faithfully. You never know when the lot will fall to you.